Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in MLS Next Pro. We are down to the last 4 teams chasing after the title here in 2023. What we'll do, we'll go backward before we go forward, let you know what's going on, all the news and notes and highlights and sound from the round of 8 to prepare us for the round of 4. As we are in a no dilly, no dally zone, let's go backward before we go forward, take you back to the action in the East. In the first 2 matches in MLS Next Pro in the conference semifinals involved Eastern Conference teams. Last Friday, New England Revolution and Red Bulls went at it. Revs 2 would get the win over Red Bulls 2 at Gillette for Friday Night Football. The final score there was 2-1, and it would be Malcolm Fry and Victor Souza with goals to give the Revs a 2-0 lead. Julian Hall would get one back with about 18 minutes to go plus any other added time. But the Revs would get the win by the final score of 2-1. And they would advance to the final, and they would end up getting Columbus Crew 2. And that's where our first round of highlights comes from. Crew 2 goes to Matthews to take on Crown Legacy FC. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
Coach Jose Tavares telling me that the importance of that is that it dictates what he likes to see for that front line, and that's what Laurent Courtois starting 11 this 3-4-3 have to deal with. And we start the Eastern Conference semifinal, the second. Who's going to meet New England in the conference final? Cambridge tries to chest it down. It's too heavy of a touch, but Columbus gives the ball away. Cambridge just hits the post, and the ball out for a goal kick.
Third player from the outside of Cambridge plays centrally, wins that second ball, and you give him second bite at the apple, he's going to make you pay. Hits it extremely clean.
João Pedro steps in for a banger. It's stopped by Lopkis.
A time and space for Crown Legacy to find those gaps that they found all regular season.
Williams finds a gap behind the defense, cuts it back. The shot from Tavares. Oh my, what a stop from Lopkis. Ball still free. Pekovic. Nicoletto swerves through. Stopped initially. Fuson has an opportunity, and Columbus scores the opener. Noah Fuson behind the defense, bangs in the shot, and the Crew lead 1-0 on top of Crown Legacy.
We talked about the threat that Fuson possesses to be vertical. He just plays off the shoulder of the 2 center backs of Crown Legacy, and what a fantastic finish. The composure, the technical ability.
Ball into Tavares. And again, smothered defensively. Somehow finds an outlet. Williams whips it into the box. Headed on by Ajiman. But Stanislav Lopkis, a stalwart, in goal. Muhammad. Elevated ball. Headed back towards the middle. Still free. And the ball just on the outside. And that would have been a disastrous turn of events for Crown Legacy.
When you're talking defending, to head it back across into a center location. The header up and away. Crown Legacy get away with one.
Ajiman around the defense. Patrick Ajiman is stonewalled by Stanislav Lopkis. It's with Columbus. They clear it away, and they shock the regular season champions.
And after the match, MLS Next Pro Media caught up with Crew head coach Laurent Courtois about winning on the road, advancing to the conference final, and also with Crown Legacy president Darius Barnes about the tremendous first season Crown Legacy had, even as it does not end in a title.
Before the guys, they fought well against the best team in the conference is. So the guys showed hard and tactical composure and wait for their moment and suffered together. So credit to them, and one more step, we'll see. And we had a special game plan arriving at halftime. We had another one leading to the second half. The guys show amazing soccer content the whole year. playoff, it's more about being competitive, if that makes sense. So the guys show that they can adjust and suffer together. So good day, good day. Well, when you get picked with a smile, it always a little bit of a weird feeling, right? So we've been there the previous round with Orlando. It's a really weird approach to take. So yeah, but certainly more comfortable to be picked than pick yourself in that sense. But yeah, it is what it is. No, really. Of course, now that we're here, I would just want to take this. The last year's group is totally different from this year. We want to give experience to the younger kids of what a taste of a high-level games could be, and not having necessarily all the details that we would like for them to play the best soccer of they can. But can they adapt to a tactical plan? Can they adapt to monsters of physicality in front of them, dealing with cross? So we help our kids to be put in a few situations, and we're able to get them into another round of those experiences. The title has never been what this group has done content-wise and performance-wise is I would never have dreamed this in my life. I told them that. So any play of the game was kind of a bonus. And now they're here, but they want more, of course. But it's just bonus for them. I can't be asking them more. Just enjoy the last few games, and we'll see where it takes them. Yeah, it's been a season already. We're gonna play against, in my opinion, the best mix of competitiveness and tactical content with New England, which for me was really the best team of the league in terms of those both aspects. So again, we play without pressure. We play at their home. The kids prove more than they should have this year. So again, it's just a bonus, and we're happy to get over there.
Kudos to Columbus Crew too. I mean, they played. They came in with a fantastic game plan, and they executed to a T. I think that was very evident. You know, it's two top teams battling in the playoffs. This was a playoff match. You know, and then the game's won on the pitch. And kudos to Columbus for going out there and you know, getting the result that they came here to get. You know, we kudos to our boys as well for coming out fighting. You know, putting on a tough game for Columbus Crew too as well. And so I think we gave the fans a performance. You know, tons of opportunities, tons of shots, exciting, you know, end-to-end football. But ultimately, Columbus Crew came out on top today. And I think just laying the foundational work, starting to put some of the foundational pieces into place from just from an organizational standpoint, how we're integrating into Charlotte FC, just the player development pathway and seeing some of our players develop and push towards a first team, and just learning how to win. You know, you gotta learn how to win. You're not just given the right to win, and so I think that's something that our team, you know, we did a lot this season and ended up on top of the East. But now we learned the hard way that playoffs are a different beast. So this is going to be the next kind of building block on our pathway to building the legacy, and it's going to be a good experience for the boys that I hope they internalize. And you know, we take this as a club and move on going into 2024.
So that sets up the Western Conference. Colorado Rapids 2, they would advance to the Western Conference Final. 1-0 win over San Jose Earthquakes 2. That game was played Sunday afternoon at Dick's Sporting Goods Park, and it would be a goal by Darren Yapi in the 84th minute, scoring late to give the win to Rapids 2. And who would they face? It would be the winner of Tacoma Defiance and Austin FC 2. Here's your highlights there from Starfire, courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
MLS Next Pro. In terms of the lineup for Wade Weber, pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams match these up.
As solid at the back as anybody this season.
Yeah, and as we spoke about, Lassing goal is going to be magnificent tonight. We know that he leads from the back.
Third time's the charm. Here we go, underway. Tacoma and Austin for the right to go to the Western Conference Final here in 2023. Now trying to find the opener through Vela. Off to the far side. Rodriguez is trying to cut it in. Rodriguez picks it up again. Rodriguez right at Castro. First save of the night for the Tacoma keeper. Some hop around challenges. And again, this is cleared away. And this, a free kick, and maybe a yellow card coming with it. Indeed it is to Cristo Vela.
Great diagonal pass there.
Trying to cut it in field. Cuts it back. It's Tevez. Best chance of the match for Tacoma. And just over the bar.
It's like deja vu watching how they scored their goals last week. Into wide areas. So direct. Drives to the bar line. He knows exactly where that ball's going to get cut back to. Just unable to guide it on target.
Hopkins who got up for it. As the first half comes to a close. Well, nothing to split these two sides. We should be in for a very good second half. Tacoma going right to left. It'll be Austin going left to right. There's the whistle and away. Well, we had the same issue in the first half, but looks like we're all good to go here for our second half kick. Chipping this forward. There's Castro to punch it away. He's out of his goal. Biaruhenga. Can he get the shot away? He couldn't initially. And then it's saved by Castro. But here we go. And the referee's going to his back pocket. And he's going to give a red card to one of the players on the Austin bench. And he still has it in his hand here. And who is this going to now? And it looks like it is Abdoulaye Sissoko who will leave this game. Tevez trying to connect with Miglietti, and it's broken up. Hafferty floating it forward. There's David Rodriguez. Rodriguez cutting in. Plays it off to the far side. The shot is wide. Valentin Noel. Cross whipped in. Pino just trying to keep it. It's in front. And Noel won't miss this time. Austin FC 2 have finally taken the lead.
Whilst they didn't use them in the build-up, when the cross is delivered here, you see Noel is on the back post, all alone. Nobody's marking him, and he buries this into the back of the net. I think it may be Oval on the right-hand side there, completely out of position. Leaves Noel at the far post. Hammers it home.
Rodriguez plays it ahead. Pino couldn't put it away. Castro makes a big stop. Everybody coming forward, trying to keep the numbers even. And now Castro has to get back. It is a breakaway. Johnson leading the charge. Rodriguez is in the middle. Johnson! Oh, it's wide. He missed. He missed.
He can. Just puts a little bit of pressure on Johnson that makes him miss this. It's actually harder to miss than it is to score. If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Rodriguez is played short. DeRoma. Back for Rodriguez to the top of the area. It's Bowen. He lets fly.
Oh!
And it's just wide and pushed away by Damian Loss.
Got heart palpitations, Josh. This was creeping into the corner, and Loss does ever so well to get down there. That was destined for the bottom corner. And
it's headed down, and Loss will hold on to this. And that might see Austin to the finish line. All eyes on the referee. It's a foul, and it's a final whistle, and Austin has done it. On the road, 2 straight weeks, they are going to the Western Conference Final.
So now that sets up the Final Four. It is New England Revolution 2 as the 2 seed in the East. They, on Saturday at 5 o'clock on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass, they will get the defending champs coming to town, no fear, in Crew 2. Winning on the road if they have to advance to a title game. And it looks like everything will go through Colorado. If Colorado wins as the top seed in the West, they knock off Austin FC 2 at 9:30 Sunday night on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass from Dick's Sporting Goods Park. The Rapids would host the winner of the Eastern Conference. Revs 2, Crew 2, 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon on MLS Season Pass and Apple TV. Sunday, Rapids 2 hosting Austin FC 2, Dick's Sporting Goods Park, Commerce City, Colorado, Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. So that is your Final Four in the run for MLS Next Pro, as all of these folks are chasing after titles. When we come back next time around, we will know who is in the last game of the year when it comes to MLS Next Pro. Can Crew 2 get that much closer to a repeat in MLS Next Pro? We'll have our answers next time around. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks to our friends at Apple TV and MLS Next Pro for helping us out. Tell the stories all season long when it comes to the league. That's the story with SDH and MLS Next Pro. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the finals of the conferences as we get that much closer to a champion in MLS Next Pro.